Hi again. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Christian church has nothing to repent of when it comes to how it's treated women over time and how actually in many places women are still treated. What I did want to talk about today, though, is how embedded in the stories of the Bible are all these very strong women that play critical roles in the history of the Bible. You can go right from the beginning all the way to the end, and you're going to find a constant barrage of women who are more clever, who are more discerning, who are more caring, who are more courageous than the men involved. There are many, many examples of strong women in the Bible. You just have to recognize them. Sometimes they're tucked away in stories and we ignore them like they're not that important. We're following the story of all these men doing all these things, and we fail to see how important the women constantly are. One example comes in 2 Chronicles 22. There's this massacre happening. All these kids are being killed. And then it says, but Ahaziah's sister, Jehosheba, the daughter of King Jehoram, took Ahaziah's infant son Joash and stole him away from among the rest of the king's children who were about to be killed. She put Joash up and his nurse in a bedroom. In this way, Josheba, the wife of Jehoiada the priest and sister of Ahaziah, hid the child so that Athaliah could not murder him. That was a bold move, to defy the power and the authority of what was going on and to say, no, this child will be protected. I will stick my neck out to help this child. And you can follow the story of what the child does through the story if you like. What I want to point out is how you see these little moments, these glimpses, and we overlook them. Imagine the strain, imagine the anxiety, imagine the stress, imagine the courage involved in being a woman at that period of time, defying the authorities, defying power, being somebody who has very little independent value or dignity or worth in the culture, and yet saying, I am going to do this. I am going to do something important and meaningful and courageous and strong. Many are the women who have done that in the Bible, and many are the women who have done that in the church. So what I would suggest is for today, think of a woman, if you're a male, think of a Sunday school teacher, think of a minister, a preacher, think of a family member, and thank them for the role that they've played in your life. And if you're a person of faith, thank them for the role that they've played in your faith life. And if you're a woman, maybe you should find somebody who is also a woman who you can thank for their role in your life or in your life of faith, just to encourage each other, to remind each other that there is value, there is strength, there is worth, there is dignity, there is place for everybody in the community, and to fight the notion that somehow Christianity needs to be anti-feminist. Let's work on that where we can. And so today, just a small activity. Think of somebody you know who's a woman and just give them thanks, even though it's not Mother's Day, because, you know, they're valuable every day and they're valuable whether they're mothers or not. Amen.